Are you using the MäksēLife planner or a similar goal setting system and you're having trouble with setting goals surrounding your personal relationships? I've got ideas for you, like setting a date with that friend you haven't seen since the start of the panoramic panini and a whole lot more. Hello, this is Katie from Crafting Ruby Dreams and welcome to my channel where I talk about planners, goal setting, writing, publishing, and getting right with my finances. This is the fourth in a series of 8 videos about the areas of life in the MäksēLife planner. So hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss the next. So far in the series, we have covered the personal area of life, the fun and recreation area of life, and the work and learning area of life. And now this area of life, family and relationships, is digging deeper into those personal relationships that you have. Now there are the relationships that you have in work and learning, but this is your immediate family. These are your friends that you like to spend time with. And honestly, your friends that you like to spend time with outside of work. This is the area of life where you want to focus in on doing the work necessary to become more intimate in those friendships and family relationships if necessary, and figuring out how to spend time with those people, as well as figuring out if these are people that you may need to cut from your life for whatever reason. So this is where you do the work related to both tightening and bonding closer with people, as well as figuring out if these relationships are no longer serving you. How I interpret this area of life is that the goals and tasks are on activities related to managing the relationships in your life, whether it's with your blood family, your found family, your best friends and personal friends, or your work friends. And the other areas of life that I find it most frequently overlaps with are all of the other areas of life. I say this because the relationships you have influence what and when you do things for yourself, how you spend your recreation time, find balance with your working time, manage your health, grow as a person, why and how you manage your money, and what kind of environment you live in. And that can sometimes be hard to reconcile how important your relationships are. And you could be somebody who has very minimal relationships, and that is fine because that is how you operate best. I am not trying to say that you need to find more friends or get closer with your family, especially I'm especially not saying that if your family is toxic, because do not have toxic people in your life if you can at all help it, because toxic is toxic. What I am saying is that you have to figure out which relationships are most important to you and are vital to you and your ability to operate in your best life, and feed those relationships and find ways to encourage them and explore them and do what you need in order to keep those relationships vital and healthy. That's all I'm saying. So here are some possible goals. And again, I'm going to get into some examples of stretch goals, but also please remember that stretch goals are stretching your boundaries. So things that may be seemingly simple for me or for somebody else may be a stretch goal for you. So these possible goals can be progress, maintenance, or stretch goals. And the stretch goals that I suggest could be progress or maintenance goals to somebody else. This is my point of view. This is my experience. So please don't let that dictate what level of goal this would be for you. With that disclaimer, here are some possible goals. A once a week date night, a monthly brunch date, family summer vacation, monthly family Zooms, FaceTimes, what have you. Sign up for a dating service. Teaching your children life skills. Share your favorite movies or television shows from your childhood with your children or your nieces and nephews or the other loved little ones in your life. Send cards to your loved ones on their birthdays or other holidays that you celebrate. Notify your family and friends of your move, providing you actually want them to have your updated contact information. You might not. And have a family meeting about a very tough subject that might take a lot of energy and be a wrangling match, but is absolutely necessary for whatever reason. So how do you choose goals for this area of life? Who do you choose to spend your time with? Why do you choose to spend your time with them? And how do you want to spend your time with them? So why should you prioritize this area of life? And again, you may not need to prioritize this area of life for the entire year. It may just be particular times of the year that this will come to prominence. If you are finding your relationships are getting stagnant or are in trouble, you're in a season where you're around your blood or found family more than usual. A very close family member or friend is going through a life change, and life changes, whether positive or negative, are going to cause stress, and their stress may transfer to you. You're going through a life change, and you're going to need to communicate your needs out to others. Here are some ideas for stretch goals. Again, I kind of put these as big goals, but even small goals, if they are going to stretch your boundaries, are going to best fall under stretch goals. Start attending couples or family therapy. Call that friend you haven't spoken to in 10 years, and the possibility for a healthy relationship is still there. Again, if there is a very specific reason why you ended that friendship, honor that reason, especially if there has been little possibility of change in either your circumstances or their circumstances. Arrange a family or friend group reunion. Begin the process to expand your family. Create a will or estate planning. Again, these are big energy goals, and these are things that I think will stretch a lot of people, even if you're already in the mindset of doing them. Such for me, creating a will or estate planning, I'm kind of already in that mindset because my father is an attorney whose specialty is estate planning. So I am very familiar with the various processes of estate planning. But even though I am of the mindset of, yes, let's get this done, this is going to be great, this is a good thing, there is still a lot of work involved in doing this. And if you are not ready mentally for that process and what it means to have to do this process and the reasons behind doing this process, that's going to be even bigger. Just remember, stretch goals are meant to stretch your boundaries and no one else's. And so something even as small as staying in regular contact with somebody you want to stay in regular contact with can be a stretch goal. So let me know in the comments what you would set as goals for the family and relationships area of life for the rest of this year. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified for when the next video drops, and hit that like button if you have found anything in this video useful, because that helps YouTube recommend this video to others. Also, I hope you will spread the word amongst your family and friends to any of them that might find this series of videos interesting. On this side of my face is my face, which is a subscribe button, and on this side of my face is the playlist with all of the other videos in case you have missed any of them, and another video I think you might be interested in. Thanks so much, and may all your dreams be Ruby dreams. Bye-bye!